tolerance. My perspective of it. Different types of it. There's tolerance of your bullcrap. Like I have to deal with it because I'm enduring it. There's also tolerance because I'm perceiving through something. There's a difference. Lots of different perspectives suggest that have zero tolerance on what's your situation is. And I don't see it like that. If you're saying zero tolerance for a total collapse, then that's just pure abandonment. If you're doing tolerance voluntarily for love or because you see things are happening, you also got to think in your own head. Is this because of empathy? Because there is such a thing as toxic empathy, where people will take advantage of it. And will take advantage of you, of your good heart. There's just people like that by default. They will take anything you'll give. And you could tell if it's being malicious or to someone else's personal gain. So I bring you to this other philosopher that I love. His name is Thomas Hobbes from 1700s. And, well, from the 1600s in the 17th century. And he talks about don't be stupid. All right? That's basically what it is don't be stupid. So basically how it goes is, I've said it before, but I'm going to repeat it for those who don't know who Thomas Hobbes is. He was a political philosopher, all right? And he realized that the biggest wars are based off of the smallest unknowns, or the smallest misconceptions. And the best quick way I could say it is, hey, if we're going to agree amongst each other not to hurt each other, then let's agree on that. If your kingdom has weapons and my kingdom has weapons, let's not use it against each other. Let's have it as a sovereign decision. Let's have a third party also to go ahead and oversee this as well. And it kept on building up from there. It's called the Leviathan. But you're an idiot if you say, you know what? If you agree to this, that I have the right to attack you, but you don't have the right to attack me, guess what? You're the idiot. Toxic empathy works in the same way. You gotta understand how to regulate it. You gotta understand there's people that are gonna take advantage of it. I've had that problem all my life. People will take, and will take. And people will take advantage of anything that is free. And if all it takes is to manipulate you, it's free for them. So of course they're going to take advantage of it. And of course they're going to go ahead and use words to manipulate you, to make you feel guilty, make you feel dependent on this other person or group. Trust me, I feel your pain on that. Who can you trust? Well, trust with yourself first. Not saying being narcissistic. I'm saying that ground yourself to the point that you don't need people like this, or you don't need anyone. You have yourself. That is important. The more and more you do that, the more and more you get to identify things and have your discernment on identifying who is manipulating you. Because there's always going to be a manipulator. They're like a dime a dozen, especially in today's day and age. And if you're the idiot that gets to accept their manipulation, it's just like a contract between two kingdoms, like Thomas Hobbes has it. So, going back, the toxic empathy can be controlled by yourself. And it could be stopped by yourself. You are the gatekeeper of your own emotions. You have the right to dish love and compassion and empathy whenever you want. I picked this spot. I know it's loud, but it's beautiful. I always like riding my motorcycle here. But yes, you are your own personal gatekeeper of your own emotions. And the more that you give it out, bleed it out to the people that take advantage of it, it's your fault. But also, a caveat on that, were you duped? Yeah, keeping that in mind. Were you duped? A magician says, hey, look at this, and the other hand's doing something else. You get duped by the illusion, that's fine. That's the part you could control. You've identified that you got duped, and you won't continue believing that illusion. But if you believe that illusion and you keep on following it, then you're delusional. And then you're the idiot. Because you are going straight to what that magician wants you to do. All right? I hope this helps. At least a little bit. Because I know we need to start controlling our own self, internal. Okay? Because everything inside this device that we call cell phones, everything and everyone wants your attention and wants to control you from that by stimulating your emotions. And that stimulation could be pleasant, or it could be malicious or fearful or whatever. But another person that I follow, Marcus Aurelius, control what you can control, bro. So if you have control of your own emotions in this time that everybody wants to pull it from you, and then rush you and saying, oh, you have to do this, you have to do this. Well, listen to those words. Have to, have to, have to. Who's telling you have to? You or someone else? Those words are trigger words. You got to be careful. Because the have to is on what? Your terms or their terms? Because you could see, in that case, someone's guiding you or manipulating you into a certain mindset or thought process. And there's two forms of the thought. What to think, which is what we're getting off of all this handheld communication device called a cell phone. Always instilling what to think because of certain groups in social media, or groups in political views, or groups and cliques. But I want to encourage you to start knowing how to think. That's going to be on you. All you have to do is learn how to think. All right? Hope this helps. Take care.